You might be shocked to learn that Florence took charge. In 1340, when public debt was crippling the Republic of Florence, ordinary citizens stepped up in an unexpected way. The city created an executive council filled with tradesmen and common folk, rather than aristocrats. This bold move offered fresh perspectives that were vital for tackling the financial crisis. The council implemented strong fiscal reforms that not only stabilized the economy, but also kept Florence politically independent. Imagine a city where average citizens, not just the elite, held the power to make crucial decisions. Their actions laid the groundwork for effective governance, showing that sometimes it's the voices of the everyday people that can lead to remarkable change. How often do we see that happen today? Did you hear about the Messi look-alike in Iran? Reza Parastesh, an Iranian man with an uncanny resemblance to soccer superstar Lionel Messi, has lived a life filled with unexpected twists and turns. Imagine walking down the street and being constantly approached by fans who want selfies, believing you're a global soccer legend. While this resemblance has brought Reza fame and admiration, it has also led to legal troubles. The overwhelming public confusion has sometimes made his life challenging as he navigates the excitement of fame alongside the complexities of being mistaken for someone else. His story highlights how a simple likeness can change one's existence dramatically. It's fascinating to see how the world reacts when someone resembles a celebrity. Reza has embraced his unique situation, participating in various media events and capturing the curiosity of many. Have you ever met someone who looks just like a famous person? What would you do if you were in his shoes? Hard to believe, but naming a child Elvis is illegal. In Hungary, the law has specific rules about what you can name your child, and Elvis is unfortunately not an option. This quirky law stems from a desire to protect children from names that could lead to ridicule or negative associations. The Hungarian government maintains a comprehensive list of approved names, ensuring that parents choose from names that are traditional and culturally appropriate. While many may associate the name Elvis with the legendary rock and roll icon, Hungarian authorities view it as an unusual choice that could make life difficult for the bearer. Imagine explaining to your friends why your name is Elvis, especially when it's not allowed in official documents. While this seems harsh, it highlights a culture that values tradition and aims to uphold certain societal norms regarding names. What do you think about naming laws like these? Here's a wild fact about the Eddie Murphy rule. This quirky name actually comes from Section 736 of the 2010 U.S. Dodd-Frank Act, a law designed to tighten regulations in the financial industry. The rule prohibits people from trading securities based on non-public information that was sneakily obtained from government sources. The amusing name pays homage to the 1984 film Trading Places, where two characters cunningly use insider information to make a fortune in the stock market. This connection highlights the importance of ethical behavior in trading. Following the crash of 2008, lawmakers recognized the need to protect innocent investors and maintain fairness. In a world where information is power, the Eddie Murphy rule ensures that everyone plays by the same rules, preventing corruption and promoting trust in our financial systems. Would you want to invest if you knew some people had secret advantages? Did you know absolute zero stops atomic movement completely? At a staggering 459.67 degrees Fahrenheit, or 0 Kelvin, atomic activity comes to a complete halt. This means that the atoms in any material have zero kinetic energy and aren't vibrating or moving in any way. However, reaching absolute zero is nearly impossible. For instance, in the vastness of space, temperatures hover around just 2.7 Kelvin, or 455 degrees Fahrenheit, which is still incredibly cold but far from absolute zero. As temperatures rise, atomic movement increases, causing atoms to vibrate and move more energetically. Just think about how your own bedroom feels warmer when you turn on the heater. It's all about the energy of those tiny atoms. Scientists continue to explore the mysteries of extreme temperatures, including how they affect materials and concepts like superconductivity. Learning about absolute zero not only expands our understanding of physics, but also pushes the boundaries of what we can achieve in technology and science. Can you imagine what innovations could emerge from studying these extreme conditions? Have you ever wondered why 3D displays amaze us? In China, glasses-free 3D displays are transforming advertising in a captivating way. Imagine walking down a bustling street and seeing vibrant images seemingly pop out from the sides of buildings. No special glasses needed. This technology, using advanced light field displays, creates a sense of depth and realism that captures the attention of passers-by. Businesses are leveraging this innovation to showcase products and services in a striking manner, making ads more engaging than ever. The brilliance lies in the technology's ability to adjust angles, allowing viewers to see different perspectives as they move. This not only enhances brand visibility, but also sparks curiosity and excitement among potential customers. As a result, you may find yourself stopping to admire the artwork or learning about a new product, all thanks to this cutting-edge display technology. Are we witnessing the future of advertising? Here's a wild fact about U.S. currency. The U.S. once printed a stunning $100,000 bill featuring the portrait of Woodrow Wilson. This gigantic note wasn't made for everyday spending. Instead, it served a specific purpose in bank transfers between the Federal Reserve banks. Imagine holding a bill worth so much that it could buy a brand new car more than 100 times over. The $100,000 bill was never intended for the general public to use, making it a unique artifact in currency history. Only about 400 of these bills were printed in the 1930s, and they vanished from circulation by the late 1960s. Today, collectors treasure these rare bills, and they can fetch thousands at auctions. The fascinating story behind the creation and purpose of this bill sparks curiosity about the evolution of money. What do you think sparked the idea for such a high denomination? Explore Norway's incredible ice cave tucked in a glacier. This natural marvel resides within the Jostedalsbreen Glacier, the largest glacier on mainland Europe. Stretching over 200 meters, 656 feet, the ice cave reveals a breathtaking underground world filled with stunning blue ice formations and unique geological features. These striking blue hues are created when centuries of compressed snow filter sunlight, only allowing the blue wavelengths to shine through. But this glacier isn't just a feast for the eyes. It also acts as a critical freshwater resource for the region. Understanding how the Jostedalsbreen melts is vital for scientists monitoring climate change, as it offers essential clues about environmental shifts. Along with its scientific significance, the cavern attracts explorers and photographers eager to capture its ethereal beauty. With each visit, they get to marvel at nature's artistry, making the ice cave a remarkable destination for everyone who loves adventure and the wonders of our planet. Wouldn't you want to see this icy wonder yourself? Let's uncover the truth about selling blood plasma. In the United States, countless individuals turn to blood plasma donation as a way to earn extra cash. This process involves collecting the liquid portion of blood, which is rich in proteins and can be used for various medical treatments. Donation centers are strategically set up to make this process convenient and appealing, often offering incentives for repeat visits. The payments can be substantial, with donors sometimes earning between $20 to $50 per session. While many people depend on this income to make ends meet, it's important to adhere to safety guidelines and ensure that the process is being conducted ethically. Donating plasma can save lives, but it also raises questions about health and economic pressures. What drives people to sell their plasma regularly? Most people don't know this, but Washington was broke. Despite being one of the wealthiest landowners in America, with 60,000 acres and 300 slaves, George Washington faced a surprising financial challenge. When it came time for his presidential inauguration in New York City, he found himself low on cash and had to borrow money to make the trip. This situation highlights a striking irony. A man who had immense wealth on paper struggled with day-to-day expenses. Washington's reality serves as a reminder that wealth does not always translate to liquidity or readily available cash. He had invested heavily in land, crops, and his estate, which left him cash poor. This historical tidbit not only sheds light on Washington's personal finances, but also reflects the complexities many farmers and landowners faced in early America. Isn't it fascinating how even the founding fathers had money troubles? What if I told you about Indonesia's neon sky? Recently, a bizarre weather event captivated people in Indonesia as the sunset sky turned a bright, vivid purple. Initially alarming to many, some even thought it was an apocalyptic warning. But scientists quickly clarified that this striking phenomenon was due to a mix of factors. Air pollution played a significant role, adding particles to the atmosphere that can scatter light. Along with this, pollen from mango trees also contributed to the unusual display. When sunlight hits these elements at just the right angle, it creates stunning colors, like the neon purple seen that day. Atmospheric scattering, which is essentially the bending of light through air, also helped create the brilliant hues. This incredible event reminds us of the complex interactions in our environment and how human activities can influence natural beauty. Isn't it fascinating how something so beautiful can emerge from a mix of pollution and nature? Have you ever thought about how horses rest? This ability to rest while standing is fascinating and reflects horses' evolution as prey animals. Unlike many other mammals, horses have developed a unique adaptation that allows them to doze while standing, thanks to a special locking mechanism in their legs. This feature enables them to remain alert to potential threats from predators while still getting the rest they need. When a horse feels safe, it can fully relax and lie down. However, this standing rest is crucial in the wild, where vigilance is key to survival. It's a remarkable example of nature's ingenuity, showcasing how an animal can evolve to meet the challenges of its environment. So next time you see a horse calmly standing still, remember that it's not just standing. It might be catching some much-needed Z's. This blend of adaptation and instinct ensures that horses stay one step ahead in the wild, demonstrating the fascinating ways animals evolve to protect themselves. Believe it or not, heavy water exists in nature. In every 6,400 hydrogen atoms found in regular water, one is actually a deuterium atom. This special hydrogen isotope is what gives rise to heavy water, a unique version of H2O that has more mass due to its neutron count. Interestingly, heavy water has a slightly sweet taste, making it quite distinct. While it's safe to drink in small amounts, it becomes hazardous when more than half of your body's water is heavy water. Such a high concentration can disrupt vital biological processes and even lead to serious health issues. Our bodies rely on the regular form of water for countless functions, including hydration, digestion, and temperature regulation. So while it might be tempting to sip this sweet variety, moderation is key. Too much of any kind of water can be dangerous. Have you ever wondered why artists use cuttlefish ink? Sepia ink, a fascinating brownish color, comes from the remarkable cuttlefish, a creature that has inspired artists for centuries. This natural ink source has a rich history, linking marine life with creative expression. In the past, painters and writers turned to this unique material for their art, as it offered vibrant color and a distinctive texture. The cuttlefish, a master of camouflage and adaptability, provided this special ink, showing just how intertwined our world's ecosystems are with human creativity. Using natural materials like sepia ink not only reflects the resourcefulness of artists, but also highlights the beauty of nature. Today, as many artists seek sustainable options, cuttlefish-derived inks are making a comeback. It's a beautiful reminder that the ocean's treasures can become tools for expression, connecting us to both the marine world and the rich tapestry of human art. How will nature inspire your next creation? Most people don't know this, but crocodile tears are real. This popular phrase suggests fake sadness, yet it comes from an intriguing biological process. Crocodiles possess powerful jaw muscles that, when they eat, press on glands to release tears, not out of sorrow, but to clean their eyes. Living along sandy shores, these reptiles encounter irritants that can cloud their vision, so their tears play an essential role in maintaining clear sight during hunts. Interestingly, the first recorded mention of this phenomenon dates back to the 14th century, when observers misinterpreted the tears as signs of emotional weeping. This misunderstanding eventually led to the metaphor we use today. However, it's important to remember that crocodiles are cold-blooded predators, acting out of instinct rather than empathy. Their tear secretion mechanism is crucial for their survival, as it helps prevent infections and enhances their hunting prowess. Contemporary researchers are also exploring similar tear production in other species, aiming to uncover how tears may have evolved beyond mere emotional responses, serving essential purposes like hygiene and protection. Isn't it fascinating how such a common expression holds a deeper truth? Here's what actually happens when you grow pineapples. Pineapples are fascinating fruits that grow at a steady rate of about 1 inch each month. This means patience is key in pineapple cultivation, as it takes time for them to reach their full size. To thrive, these tropical plants need warm temperatures and plenty of sunlight, making them perfect for sunny gardens or greenhouses in warmer climates. When growing pineapples, it's important to keep the soil well drained and adequately watered, yet not soggy. Careful tending is crucial, as even small changes in their environment can affect growth. If you're thinking of growing pineapples at home, be prepared for the long journey of nurturing these spiky delights, which can take up to 2 years to bear fruit. Are you ready to dive into your own pineapple adventure? Did you know the equator crosses 13 nations? This imaginary line runs around the middle of our planet, creating a fascinating division between the northern and southern hemispheres. It touches 3 continents: South America, Africa, and Asia. Starting in South America, the equator slices through Ecuador, Colombia, and Brazil, showcasing lush rainforests and vibrant cultures. As it moves across Africa, it stretches through São Tomé and Príncipe, Gabon, and both Congos, where you'll find incredible wildlife and diverse communities. Continuing its journey, the equator crosses Uganda, Kenya, and Somalia, bringing warm climates and unique ecosystems. Finally, it reaches the islands of the Maldives, Indonesia, and Kiribati, which boast stunning beaches and tropical wonders. This remarkable path through the world not only impacts weather patterns, but also supports an array of biodiversity. How amazing is it that one line can connect so many different cultures and ecosystems? You won't believe this about the Mazda phone. The Mazda mobile phone gets its intriguing name from Ahura Mazda, a deity in ancient Persian culture who represents harmony and wisdom. By choosing this name, the creators intended to symbolize a new way of connecting people through technology. Imagine a device that not only keeps you in touch, but also embodies ideals of balance and fairness. Just as Ahura Mazda was revered for bringing order and light to the world, the Mazda phone aims to bring clarity and ease to communication. It's more than just a gadget. It's a tool that encourages understanding and connection among its users. As we navigate the complexities of our digital world, having a smartphone that reflects positive values like wisdom and harmony is refreshing. Will the Mazda phone become a symbol of unity in our increasingly divided world? Believe it or not, your bed hosts billions of dust mites. These tiny creatures, invisible to the naked eye, thrive in warm and cozy environments, making your mattress the perfect home. Dust mites feed mainly on dead skin cells that we shed while sleeping, creating a bustling city of activity right under your sheets. In fact, it's estimated that a single mattress can contain anywhere from 100,000 to 10 million of these microscopic guests. While they're harmless for most people, dust mites can trigger allergies and asthma in sensitive individuals. Keeping your bedding clean and dust-free is crucial. Washing your sheets in hot water at least once a week helps eliminate these unwanted roommates. Additionally, using dust mite-proof covers on pillows and mattresses can significantly reduce their population. So the next time you crawl into bed, remember that you're sharing your cozy space with an entire community of tiny critters. How would you feel about sleeping alongside billions of unseen dust mites? Did you know about New Caledonia's unique cashew birds? These fascinating flightless creatures boast soft gray plumage and an elegant crest, making them one of nature's hidden gems. Native to the lush forests of New Caledonia, cashew birds have evolved some impressive adaptations that help them thrive in their specific environment. With their slender bodies and long legs, they can move nimbly through dense underbrush, foraging for food among the leafy ground. Unlike many birds that take to the skies, these birds have traded their wings for agility on foot, showcasing an incredible example of evolution in action. Their soft feathers, which blend seamlessly with their surroundings, help them dodge predators as they navigate their forest home. But don't confuse their docile appearance for fragility. Cashew birds exhibit resilience and a strong sense of community as they travel in small groups. This unique lifestyle not only highlights their adaptability, but also draws attention to the need for conservation efforts in their native habitat, which is under threat. How amazing is it that such remarkable wildlife exists right now? Let's uncover the truth about Komodo dragons. These incredible creatures are not just the largest lizards on Earth. They have some astonishing features that make them formidable predators. One of their most unique traits is their fragile teeth, which are perfectly designed for tearing flesh. But hold on, there's more. Komodo dragons also possess venom that works like a double-edged sword. When they bite their prey, this venom prevents blood from clotting, creating a chaotic situation for their victims. Plus, their saliva is teeming with harmful bacteria that can lead to severe infections. While this might sound scary, it's fascinating how nature equips these animals for survival. By using both their teeth and venom, Komodo dragons have developed a highly effective method for hunting, ensuring they stay at the top of the food chain in their island habitats. Isn't it amazing how such adaptations can help creatures thrive? What if I told you secrets surround Stonehenge? This iconic ancient monument, found on Salisbury Plain in England, has fascinated people for centuries. Built around 2500 BC, long before the Great Pyramids, Stonehenge is a stunning example of human ingenuity. Imagine communities working together, hauling massive stones from miles away, and carefully arranging them in a circular pattern. But why did they do it? Some believe it was a place for worship or rituals, while others think it might have been an ancient astronomical observatory aligned with the sun's movements. Despite countless studies, no definitive answer explains its purpose. People continue to visit Stonehenge, drawn by its mystery and beauty, hoping to unlock the secrets of our ancestors. So next time you think about this awe-inspiring structure, remember that it holds not just stones, but also the whispers of a time long gone. Here's a wild fact about Zimbabwe's languages. Did you know that Zimbabwe boasts a stunning total of 16 official languages? That's a Guinness World Record. This incredible diversity reflects the rich tapestry of cultures and communities within the country. While English is often used in government and business, other languages like Shona and Ndebele are widely spoken by many Zimbabweans in their daily lives. Each language carries its unique history, traditions, and expressions, which help shape the identity of its speakers. With such a wealth of languages, Zimbabwe showcases how communication can vary greatly even within a single nation. This linguistic variety not only enriches social interactions, but also fosters a deeper understanding of the many cultures that coexist in Zimbabwe. Isn't it amazing how language connects people across different backgrounds? Why did Tomohiro Nishikado create GameLag? The genius behind Space Invaders, Nishikado, had a clever strategy. He intentionally programmed a slight lag into the game to amp up the challenge for players. Released in 1978, Space Invaders was one of the first arcade games and quickly gained popularity. By incorporating lag, he ensured that players faced a tougher battle, making them think fast and react even quicker. This design choice kept everyone on their toes, raising excitement and engagement. As the game progressed, the enemies moved faster, creating a thrilling experience. Players had to dodge and shoot while managing their limited ammunition, all thanks to that sneaky lag. Nishikado's decision to add this element changed how video games were designed, emphasizing the importance of challenge and gameplay. His innovative approach not only made Space Invaders memorable, but also laid the groundwork for future games, showing how a little delay could enhance excitement and strategy. So next time you get addicted to a game, remember the mastermind behind that thrilling lag. This might surprise you. Twilight was rejected 14 times. Stephenie Meyer faced countless setbacks before her famous vampire romance took the world by storm. Initially, her manuscript was turned away by 14 different publishers, leaving her in doubt about her writing. Instead of giving up, Meyer showed remarkable perseverance and continued to believe in her work. When Twilight finally found a publisher, it exploded in popularity, capturing the hearts of millions and sparking a cultural phenomenon. This journey highlights how unpredictable success can be in the publishing industry. Many authors face rejection, but Meyer's story serves as an inspiring reminder that determination may pave the way to achieving your dreams. So the next time you hear a no, remember how close you might be to a breakthrough. Let's uncover the truth about oversized snacks. This quirky shop has become a must-visit spot, drawing both locals and curious tourists each day. People flock to experience the fun of munching on snacks that are much larger than your typical snack size. Imagine biting into a donut as big as your head or a giant pretzel that could feed a family. The catch is that this shop does not offer delivery, which means you have to make the trip in person to enjoy these delightful creations. This policy not only boosts foot traffic, but also fosters a sense of community. Friends and families gather together, sharing laughs and snapping pictures as they indulge in these oversized treats. It's not just about the snacks, but the whole experience of visiting, enjoying, and connecting with others. So if you find yourself nearby, why not stop by and see what the hype is all about? Ancient beads reveal secrets of human expression. These stunning artifacts were likely worn as necklaces or bracelets by early humans, offering a fascinating glimpse into their lives. Archaeologists believe that these beads were more than just beautiful accessories. They possibly represented social status, personal identity, or group membership among their wearers. Imagine walking through a bustling community where everyone's jewelry tells a story. The integration of such decorative items into daily life shows us how long humans have valued self-expression and connection through adornments. Different colors, designs, and materials would have signified varying meanings, reflecting the culture and social structure of the time. Each bead could represent a person's journey, beliefs, or community ties, making these small items powerful symbols of who we are. What other secrets might these ancient treasures hold about our ancestors? Why exactly does Vulcan Point boggle the mind? Located in the Philippines, Vulcan Point is truly a geographical marvel. It's an island nestled within Taal Lake, which itself is situated on the larger volcanic island of Luzon. This means that, remarkably, you have a lake inside an island that contains another island that sits within a lake. Vulcan Point is part of the Taal volcano system, one of the most active volcanoes in the Philippines. When you stand on Vulcan Point, you're literally surrounded by water and land in a way that feels a bit surreal. This unique structure leads to stunning views and intriguing geological formations, attracting tourists and scientists alike. People come to explore its mesmerizing landscapes and learn more about the volcano's activity. So next time you think about islands, remember that Vulcan Point is not just any island. It's a fascinating feat of nature's engineering. How cool is that? Why do hammerhead sharks have different species? It's fascinating to learn that while all hammerhead sharks share that unique hammer-shaped head known as a cephalofoil, there are at least 9 distinct species. This distinctive feature isn't just for show. It actually helps them see better and perceive depth more accurately. This means they can navigate through the ocean's depths and hunt for prey efficiently. Each species, like the great hammerhead or the scalloped hammerhead, has its own unique traits and behaviors that adapt it to different environments. For instance, some species prefer warm, shallow waters, while others are more comfortable in deeper, cooler areas. This diversity allows hammerheads to thrive in various habitats, from coastal regions to the open ocean. By studying these different species, scientists can learn more about shark evolution, behavior, and even the health of marine ecosystems. So next time you see a hammerhead, remember, there's a whole family of these incredible hunters in our oceans. What species will you learn about next? Is it really true that fairlopen is a sport? This unique and exciting activity hails from the Netherlands, where participants take on the challenge of jumping over canals using a long pole that can reach up to 49 feet. Imagine standing at the edge of a shimmering waterway, gripping a pole, and preparing to leap across. Fairlopen requires not just physical strength, but also incredible balance and skill. Competitors strive to cover as much distance as possible, making each jump both a test of technique and an exhilarating experience. As they jump, they must time their movements perfectly to avoid falling into the water, adding an extra layer of thrill to the competition. This sport celebrates Dutch culture and brings together communities during events that often feature laughter, cheering crowds, and skilled athletes pushing their limits. Are you ready to jump into the water-filled challenge of Fairlapen? Did you know Beijing hides 10,000 nuclear bunkers? These Cold War relics, built to protect citizens from potential nuclear threats, have taken on a new life in modern times. Remarkably, many of these underground bunkers have been repurposed into cozy apartments, providing homes for over 1 million people. This transformation highlights the incredible adaptability of humans in densely populated cities, where space is a constant challenge. Situated beneath the vibrant streets of one of the world's largest capitals, these hidden spaces reflect extraordinary resourcefulness. Residents live, work, and play in places that were once designed purely for survival, turning remnants of fear into symbols of resilience and innovation. Some families have even created unique living spaces, blending the stark history of the Cold War with the warmth of modern living. These repurposed bunkers demonstrate how communities can harness even the most unexpected spaces to create vibrant urban life. Imagine the stories and experiences tucked underground, where history and modern life intersect in fascinating ways. How does it feel to call a nuclear bunker home? Did you know the Northern Lights can make sounds? In a fascinating study conducted in 2016, researchers discovered that the aurora borealis, also known as the Northern Lights, isn't just a visual spectacle. It can produce sounds too. Using specialized equipment, scientists recorded subtle noises accompanying the vibrant displays of light, often described as crackling or buzzing sounds. This groundbreaking finding opens up new ways for us to experience the beauty of the aurora. Imagine standing under a colorful sky while also hearing the gentle whispers of nature's own light show. The emergence of sound and visual phenomena might change how we appreciate auroras in the future, inviting further research into this intriguing relationship. It raises questions about the natural world and our senses. What else could we discover if we look and listen more closely? The aurora borealis, which attracts countless visitors to regions like Alaska and Norway, may become an even richer experience as we learn more about these mysterious sounds. Who knows what other secrets the Northern Lights might reveal? Prepare to be amazed by sea cucumbers' wild defense. Have you ever heard about the incredible way sea cucumbers protect themselves? When these fascinating ocean-dwelling creatures feel threatened, they can actually expel their internal organs through their anus in a dramatic process called evisceration. This bizarre tactic might sound shocking, but it helps distract predators while the sea cucumber makes a quick escape. After some time, these resilient animals can regenerate the lost organs, allowing them to continue living their underwater lives. Evisceration isn't common in the animal kingdom, making sea cucumbers quite unique. It may seem like a high price to pay for safety, but it's an effective strategy that has evolved over millions of years. In fact, this unusual defense mechanism showcases the incredible adaptability of marine life. So the next time you think about ocean critters, remember the sea cucumber and its astonishing way of staying alive. Are there more surprising animal defenses waiting to be discovered? Uncover the breathtaking beauty of Angel Falls. This iconic waterfall, located in Venezuela, is the highest in the world, plunging an astonishing 979 meters, which is about 3,212 feet. Angel Falls, known as Salto Angel in Spanish, is not just a tall waterfall, but a stunning natural wonder that captivates visitors with its sheer height and dramatic drop. The falls cascade over the edge of the Ollantaytambo, a flat-top mountain in Canaima National Park, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The surrounding landscape is equally impressive, featuring lush rainforests and diverse wildlife, making it a paradise for nature lovers and adventurers. When sunlight hits the water, it creates mesmerizing rainbows and sparkling sprays that add to its allure. Travelers can approach the falls by riverboat or hiking through scenic trails, making the journey just as exciting as the destination. Have you ever dreamed of standing in front of the tallest waterfall in the world, taking in its magnificence firsthand? Hard to believe, but London is a massive urban forest. With 21% tree coverage, London proudly holds the title of the world's largest urban forest. This sprawling city is home to nearly as many trees as the 9 million people who live there. Imagine walking through a vibrant forest right in the heart of a bustling metropolis. The vast tree canopy not only beautifies London, but also plays a significant role in improving air quality, reducing noise pollution, and providing habitats for wildlife. You might spot squirrels, birds, and even the occasional fox in the city's parks. The importance of these trees can't be overstated. They help combat climate change by absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. So next time you stroll down a London street, remember that you're not just surrounded by buildings, but also by a thriving ecosystem that supports both nature and urban life. Ever thought about why Sherlock Holmes inspires real detectives? Sherlock Holmes, the brilliant creation of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, has become a cornerstone of crime fiction, shaping how we think about detective work. With his sharp observational skills and logical reasoning, Holmes showcased a systematic way of unraveling mysteries that was revolutionary for his time. His adventures have motivated countless fictional detectives, but the influence goes beyond the page. Many modern detectives and forensic scientists reference Holmes's methods of deduction and evidence analysis as foundational to contemporary investigative practices. They apply his techniques, from gathering minute details to forming hypotheses based on facts, in real-life cases. The way Holmes pieced together seemingly unrelated clues continues to inspire how we solve crimes today, bridging the gap between fiction and reality. Isn't it fascinating how one character can change an entire field of study? Surprising effects of pine nuts on your taste buds. Pine myth, previously known as pine nut syndrome or pine mouth dysgeusia, is an unusual condition that can occur after eating certain pine nuts. Have you ever enjoyed a handful of these tasty nuts only to be left with a strange, bitter, or metallic taste lingering in your mouth? This peculiar sensation can last for several days or even weeks, and it can put a damper on your appetite. The cause of pine mouth is still not entirely understood, but it's thought that some species of pine nuts, particularly those from China, may trigger this reaction. It seems that while pine nuts are nutritious and flavorful, they can also play tricks on our taste buds. If you experience this unpleasant taste, don't worry, it's harmless, but it can be quite frustrating. Next time you're snacking on these crunchy delights, keep an eye out for this condition. Who knew something so good could have a surprising downside? You might be shocked to learn that anyone can join the Supreme Court. Surprisingly, you don't need to be a lawyer to serve on this highest court in the United States. The U.S. Constitution does not lay out any specific requirements for becoming a Supreme Court justice, which opens the door for individuals from all walks of life. This means that someone with a rich background in science, business, or even the arts could potentially be nominated. While most justices have had legal training or served as judges, the lack of formal criteria allows for a diverse range of perspectives. The beauty of this system lies in its potential to bring fresh ideas and insights from different fields, perhaps leading to innovative interpretations of the law. So next time you think about the Supreme Court, remember that it's not just a legal arena, but a place where unique voices can be heard. Who knows what unconventional background might shape future decisions? What if you could soar like a bird? Wingsuit flying is an exhilarating extreme sport that melds skydiving with gliding. Imagine leaping from a plane and immediately transforming into a human bird. The wingsuits used in this daring activity have special membranes stretched between the arms and legs, effectively turning the body into a glider. This design enables participants to glide over stunning landscapes, including majestic mountains and vast valleys, at incredible speeds. As you swoop through the sky, the rush of wind against your face is a thrilling reminder of the freedom of flight. Safety measures are critical, and most wingsuit flyers undergo rigorous training and experience in skydiving before taking to the skies. With each jump, athletes seek to master their technique, honing skills to navigate the air currents and land safely. For those adventurous spirits who crave adrenaline and the open sky, wingsuit flying offers a unique experience unlike any other. Are you ready to feel the thrill of flying? Can you imagine a diary of war and loss? Peter Hagendorf, a German mercenary during the 30 Years' War, recorded a life filled with trauma and survival in his diary. Instead of just focusing on battles and politics, his writings reveal deeply personal experiences, including the heart-wrenching deaths of his children and the chaos surrounding him. The 30 Years' War, which lasted from 1618 to 1648, was one of Europe's most devastating conflicts, marked by widespread violence and suffering. Hagendorf's entries shine a light on how ordinary individuals endured profound grief amid the backdrop of war. His descriptions of abduction and violence provide a haunting glimpse into the daily challenges faced by those swept up in conflict. With each page, we witness not only the horrors of battle, but also the very human cost of war. This diary serves as a poignant reminder of history's darker chapters, illustrating how personal stories can connect us to the past. What can we learn from Hagendorf's powerful reflections? Have you ever wondered why some DVD commentaries fail? The commentary for the film Rules of Attraction faced criticism for being inappropriate and entirely unexpected. Instead of insights from the cast or crew, viewers were treated to remarks from a comedian who had no connection to the film. This unusual choice raised eyebrows and left fans puzzled. Traditionally, DVD commentaries are designed to give audiences a behind-the-scenes look, sharing stories and experiences directly tied to the film. However, with the comedian's unrelated jokes and observations, many felt that it detracted from the serious themes and emotional weight of the story. Reviews pointed out that the humor felt out of place, disrupting the immersive experience that dedicated fans often seek. This incident serves as a reminder of how critical the right voices are in enhancing a film's legacy. What do you think makes a great DVD commentary? What if I told you about a miraculous life swap? A boy once rescued from a serious injury by a brave woman named Penny later had a chance to return the favor in an incredible twist of fate. This heartwarming story began when Penny intervened during a dangerous accident, preventing a tragedy and giving the boy another chance at life. Fast forward years later, and Penny found herself in a dire situation when she began choking. In a twist that feels like a scene from a movie, the boy, now grown, sprang into action, using the skills he had learned over the years to save her. This remarkable full-circle moment highlights the profound connections we can form in life. It's a powerful reminder that acts of kindness often come back to us when we least expect it. Who knew a simple act could lead to saving a life down the road? Here's a wild fact about hummingbirds. These tiny birds are truly remarkable, weighing less than a US coin. On average, a hummingbird tips the scales at just 2.2 grams, which is lighter than a US penny that weighs about 2.5 grams. Imagine holding something so delicate in your hand. Despite their small size, hummingbirds are known for their incredible flying skills. They can hover in midair, fly backward, and even zip around at fantastic speeds, up to 60 miles per hour in some species. Their lightweight structure helps them navigate quickly and efficiently through the air as they seek nectar from flowers. Interestingly, a hummingbird's metabolism is supercharged. They need to consume about twice their body weight in nectar each day to maintain their energy levels. This incredible feat has made them some of the most fascinating creatures in the bird world. Have you ever caught a glimpse of one flitting about your garden? Their vibrant colors and agile movements make for an enchanting sight. You won't believe this about inflatable couches. In 2017, a group of adventurous souls set out on a hilarious expedition, determined to enhance their wilderness experience by bringing along a full-sized inflatable couch. They imagined lounging comfortably while surrounded by the beauty of nature. However, nature had other plans. Just as they settled in, a sudden rush of water sent their inflatable couch floating away downriver. This amusing mishap perfectly illustrates the unpredictability of the great outdoors. While it's fun to try and merge comfort with adventure, nature doesn't always play along. Instead of a cozy evening on the couch, the team had to embrace the wild and all its unpredictable challenges. This experience serves as a lighthearted reminder that while we may crave comfort, the wilderness is a realm where simplicity rules. So next time you head out, maybe leave the inflatable couch at home and enjoy the raw beauty around you. Imagine a lost colony in American history. The Roanoke colony, founded in 1587, is one of the most intriguing mysteries in early American history. When resupply ships returned in 1590, they found the colony completely deserted, leaving behind only the eerie word Croatoan carved into a tree. This simple clue sparked endless theories about what happened to the settlers. Some historians believe that the colonists assimilated with the nearby Croatoan tribe, while others suggest they may have fallen victim to disease or famine. The difficulty of communication, as well as the challenges of the New World, likely added to their struggles. The disappearance of the Roanoke settlers remains an open question, fascinating archaeologists and history buffs alike. What really happened to those brave souls? The mystery endures, inviting speculation and exploration into America's early colonial past. Let's explore the growing Sahara Desert's impact. The Sahara Desert, one of the hottest places on Earth, is expanding at an alarming rate of about 30 meters every year. This expansion isn't just a consequence of natural climate fluctuations, but is also significantly driven by human activities such as overgrazing, deforestation, and unsustainable agricultural practices. As the desert creeps further into the Sahel region, which lies between the desert and savanna, it brings serious challenges to local communities. Farmers are losing their land to shifting sands, which threatens their livelihoods and food security. This situation endangers local wildlife and plants that cannot adapt quickly enough to the changing environment. With diminishing resources and increased desertification, communities face tough choices about how to survive in a rapidly changing landscape. The situation calls for urgent action, not just to protect the Sahel's rich biodiversity, but also to support the people whose lives depend on this fragile ecosystem. How can we come together to reverse this trend? Did you know black rhinos are picky eaters? Black rhinos are fascinating creatures known for their unique feeding habits. Unlike their white rhino cousins, who favor grazing on short grass with their square upper lips, black rhinos have a refined palate that leads them to browse on various types of vegetation. Their pointed upper lips allow them to grasp and pull leaves, twigs, and shrubs from trees and bushes, making their diet quite diverse. This selective eating helps them thrive in their habitats, often where thicker brush is prevalent, while white rhinos dominate open grasslands. Sadly, black rhinos are classified as endangered due to habitat loss and poaching, primarily for their horns. By preserving their environment and understanding their needs, we can support these incredible animals. Next time you think about rhinos, remember that both black and white rhinos play critical roles in their ecosystems, despite their differing diets. Isn't it amazing how nature adapts to provide different survival strategies for similar species? Believe it or not, Ironman triathlons are epic challenges. These grueling events push athletes to their limits with a staggering 2.4-mile swim, a 112-mile bike ride, and a full marathon, all raced one after the other. Imagine diving into cold water, swimming for nearly 2.5 miles, then hopping on a bike to pedal for over 112 miles. Just when you think it can't get tougher, you finish with a full 26.2-mile marathon run. This combination of swimming, cycling, and running doesn't just test physical strength. It also demands incredible mental resilience. Athletes train for months, honing their skills in each discipline while preparing for the exhausting transition from one sport to another. Crowds cheer them on, fueling their determination as they tackle this ultimate test of endurance. So what drives these triathletes to take on such a fierce challenge? The thrill of pushing their limits and achieving their dreams. Here's a wild fact about color and food. Did you know that our brains love the color red when it comes to tasty treats? Studies show that red apples look more appealing because our minds link this vibrant hue to sweetness and ripeness. This is why you might reach for that shiny red apple over a dull green one. On the flip side, blue foods aren't common in nature. This uncommonness can make them less appetizing. Think about it. If you see a blue fruit or vegetable, your brain might even raise a red flag. Blue is often associated with things that spoil or seem unnatural, like mold. So the next time you're shopping for snacks, pay attention to those colors. You might just find that you grab more red fruits and veggies, leaving the blue ones behind. Why do you think our brains react this way to food colors? Venus has winds that rival a hurricane. The atmosphere of Venus is among the thickest in the solar system, creating a unique weather phenomenon. With surface pressure about 90 times that of Earth, it feels like being a kilometer underwater. This incredible pressure is partly what fuels the intense winds. Even what might seem like a light breeze on the hostile surface can pack a punch, carrying energy comparable to a Category 5 hurricane here on Earth. Scientists have found that these winds can sweep across the landscape with tremendous force, reshaping the planet's surface over time. The dense clouds of sulfuric acid and thick carbon dioxide create a kind of brutal blanket, trapping heat and making Venus the hottest planet, even hotter than Mercury. Studying these winds not only helps us understand Venus better, but also gives insights into atmospheric dynamics that could inform our understanding of Earth's climate. Hard to believe, but ultrasonic mouse repellents don't work. Many homeowners invest in these devices, hoping to keep pesky mice at bay with high-frequency sounds that supposedly drive them away. However, studies reveal that mice often ignore these noise-emitting gadgets. Instead of experiencing a rodent-free home, users may only feel a false sense of security. It's essential to understand that while ultrasonic waves can be annoying to humans, mice have different hearing ranges and can adapt quickly to these sounds. This means that your expensive repeller might just be a decorative piece rather than an effective deterrent. Instead of relying on these gadgets, it's better to focus on proven methods like sealing entry points, keeping food stored tightly, and maintaining cleanliness. So, before spending your hard-earned money, consider what truly works when it comes to managing a mouse problem. What makes Trinidad's Pitch Lake so special? This incredible natural wonder is the world's largest deposit of asphalt, stretching over 100 acres. Located in Trinidad, it has a unique history that dates back centuries. Indigenous peoples first discovered this natural resource and used it for waterproofing their canoes and constructing dwellings. Fast forward to today, this astounding lake plays a crucial role in modern industries, particularly in road construction. The asphalt here is a high-quality material, ideal for paving smooth and durable roads. Interestingly, Pitch Lake is not just a source of useful materials. It also offers a glimpse into geology's secrets, revealing how natural processes create such unusual formations over time. Visitors can walk on its surface, where pockets of asphalt bubble and ooze, creating a fascinating spectacle. Isn't it amazing how something so practical can also be a natural marvel? Did you know Earth is 24,900 miles around? This impressive measurement refers to the planet's circumference, which is the distance around its widest part. Imagine wrapping a giant tape measure all the way around the globe. The circumference can vary slightly depending on whether you're measuring around the equator or the poles. As Earth isn't a perfect sphere, it bulges a bit at the equator. This unique shape, known as an oblate spheroid, results from the planet's rotation. When the Earth spins, centrifugal force pushes outward, making it slightly wider at the equator than from pole to pole. So how do scientists measure this enormous circle? They use various methods, including satellite technology and mathematical calculations based on gravity and the Earth's size. Understanding the Earth's circumference not only helps us comprehend its size, but also plays a crucial role in navigation, mapping, and even space exploration. Isn't it fascinating to think about such huge distances and how we measure them? Surprisingly, migraines have many hidden triggers. Many people think migraines are just awful headaches, but they can actually be caused by a variety of factors deeply rooted in our biology. For instance, chemical reactions in the brain play a significant role, especially involving a neurotransmitter called serotonin. When serotonin levels fluctuate, it can lead to intense headaches. This is particularly interesting for women, as hormonal changes, particularly in estrogen, can also trigger the onset of migraines. Additionally, nerve activity and changes in blood vessels contribute to this complex condition. Some people might notice that stress, certain foods, or even weather changes can bring on a migraine. This means managing triggers can be a crucial part of preventing attacks. Given their wide range of causes, migraines remind us how interconnected our body systems are. So next time you feel a familiar throb, consider all the little factors that might be at play. How well do you understand your own migraine triggers? Here's a wild fact about fire hydrants. The history of the fire hydrant's patent is truly ironic. The original patent was reportedly lost in a fire, which makes the true inventor's identity a puzzle. However, we often credit Frederick Graff, an engineer from Philadelphia, with creating the first fire hydrant system back in the early 1800s. Graff's innovation transformed urban safety, giving firefighters quick access to water during emergencies. Imagine a bustling city without those bright red hydrants ready to fight flames. Today, every fire hydrant is an unsung hero, waiting patiently on street corners. When the alarm rings, firefighters can swiftly hook up their hoses to these vital structures, ensuring every second counts. Without Graff's contributions, it's likely that cities would be less prepared to handle fires. So the next time you see a fire hydrant, remember it's more than just a colorful fixture. It's a vital lifeline in keeping our communities safe. Have you heard about kangaroo moms' cooling tricks? Kangaroo mothers have a unique way to beat the heat using their own saliva. When the weather gets warm, they lick their forearms, letting the moisture evaporate. This clever technique acts like a natural air conditioning system, helping them regulate their body temperature. Since kangaroos are often found in Australia's hot climate, staying cool is crucial for their survival. By spreading saliva on their skin, they effectively cool down without the need for complicated methods. It's a simple yet fascinating adaptation that showcases how animals use their bodies to cope with their environment. So next time you think of kangaroos, remember that these remarkable creatures have their own built-in cooling system. Isn't nature amazing? What if I told you a penny has a secret? The letters F and G found on the back of the Lincoln penny are not just random characters. They stand for Frank Gasparo, the designer of that side of the coin. This small but intriguing detail acts like a hidden signature that reflects the artistry involved in creating even the most ordinary objects. Imagine pulling out a penny from your pocket and realizing that there's a talented artist behind its design, giving it a personal touch. Frank Gasparo, who worked as a coin engraver and was dedicated to his craft, left this mark in 1959 when the penny was redesigned to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's 150th birthday. Such tiny details remind us that even everyday items can carry deep connections to history and craftsmanship. Next time you see a penny, remember the story of Frank Gasparo and how his creativity is still with us today. Why exactly does Pak the budgerigar stand out? Pak holds the Guinness World Record for the largest vocabulary among birds, showcasing an impressive 17 distinct sounds. This feathered friend doesn't just mimic sounds. He has a knack for crafting original phrases that demonstrate his intelligence. Budgerigars, also known as budgies, are intelligent creatures, and Pak is the ultimate example of what they can achieve. His unique vocal talents make him one of the most remarkable pets, captivating anyone lucky enough to hear him talk. This little bird, with his enthusiastic chatter, proves that animals can communicate in fascinating ways. Owners often find themselves forming a special bond with their talking budgies, as these birds show personality through their words. So the next time you meet a budgerigar, remember Pak and his extraordinary vocabulary. Who knows what amazing sounds your own budgie might make? Turns out, the truth is that arsenic was popular. In the 19th century, many people sought an idealized beauty that often drove them to use arsenic-based products, despite the dangerous risks involved. Back then, knowledge about skincare was limited, and society's obsession with achieving a flawless look overshadowed concerns about safety. Women especially flocked to these toxic cosmetics, believing arsenic would lighten their skin and remove blemishes. Some even used it in face powders and creams. This alarming trend highlights how beauty standards can blind individuals to potential harm. Without today's advanced understanding of skincare and chemical safety, many were unknowingly risking their health for an elusive dream of perfection. Fortunately, as knowledge about the dangers of arsenic spread, people began to change their habits and seek safer alternatives. Can you imagine using such dangerous products today? Why exactly does Jesus' name change across languages? This fascinating journey begins with the Hebrew name Yeshua, which translates to save. As the New Testament spread, early Christians began using the Greek version, Isus, making it easier for Greek speakers to connect with the teachings. From Greek, the name transitioned into Latin as Isus, which influenced many modern languages. When the Bible was translated into English, it became Jesus, a transformation that shows how language evolves alongside culture and belief. Each shift not only reflects linguistic changes, but also the broader perceptions of Jesus over centuries. The name encapsulates a historical narrative of faith and devotion, illustrating how language shapes our understanding of significant figures. So every time we say Jesus, we're not just speaking a name, we're connecting with a rich tapestry of history and spirituality. What if I told you about Cadillac Ranch? This quirky artistic installation in Texas features 10 Cadillacs buried upside down in the ground, and they're all decked out in colorful graffiti. Created in 1974 by a collective of artists known as Ant Farm, Cadillac Ranch started as a unique critique of materialism in America. Over the years, it has transformed into a living canvas, where visitors are encouraged to spray paint their own designs and messages. This interactive element means that no two visits are the same. The cars are constantly changing with fresh art, reflecting the imaginations of countless visitors. It's not just a roadside attraction, it's a celebration of creativity and self-expression that draws people from all over the world. So whether you're an art lover or just passing through Texas, Cadillac Ranch is a must-see destination. Ready to make your mark on this iconic installation?